wondered why astronauts in Star Trek can casually stroll through their starship corridors while real astronauts float helplessly in zero gravity? The answer lies in one of science fiction's most convenient inventions, artificial gravity. But here's the mind-blowing part: some of these fictional concepts might actually become reality sooner than you think. Today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of artificial gravity, separating Hollywood magic from hard science, and discovering why this technology could be the key to humanity's future among the stars. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how close we are to walking normally on a spaceship heading to Mars. Let's start with the obvious question: why do we even need artificial gravity? In space, without Earth's gravitational pull, astronauts experience weightlessness. While this might seem fun, prolonged exposure causes serious problems. Bones become brittle, muscles atrophy, and the cardiovascular system weakens dramatically. Astronauts returning from the International Space Station often need weeks of rehabilitation just to walk normally again. Science fiction writers recognized this challenge early on and created two main solutions. The first type is what I call mystery gravity, the magical gravity plating you see in Star Trek, Star Wars, and countless other franchises. Characters flip switches, and suddenly gravity appears throughout the ship. No spinning, no massive machinery, just convenient floor-directed force that somehow knows exactly where down should be. This type of artificial gravity is purely fictional because it violates our fundamental understanding of physics. Gravity isn't just a force you can generate with a machine, it's a curvature of spacetime itself caused by mass and energy. To create true gravity artificially, you'd need to manipulate the fabric of reality in ways we currently have no idea how to achieve. The second type of artificial gravity is far more realistic and appears in films like The Martian, 2001, A Space Odyssey, and Interstellar. This method uses rotation to create centrifugal force, which mimics the feeling of gravity by pushing objects toward the outer edge of a spinning structure. Here's how rotational gravity actually works. Imagine you're in a giant rotating cylinder in space. As the cylinder spins, anything inside gets pushed outward against the curved wall. From your perspective inside, it feels like you're standing on the floor with gravity pulling you down. But you're actually being held against the wall by centrifugal force as the structure rotates around you. The physics behind this is surprisingly straightforward. The faster the rotation or the larger the radius, the stronger the artificial gravity becomes. Scientists have calculated that a space station with a radius of about 100 meters would need to rotate roughly twice per minute to create Earth-like gravity at its rim. But creating comfortable artificial gravity isn't as simple as just spinning faster. There are several major challenges that make this incredibly difficult to implement. First, there's the Coriolis effect. When you move in a rotating reference frame, your motion curves in unexpected ways. This means walking, throwing objects, or even pouring water becomes disorienting and potentially dangerous. The human inner ear, which controls balance, struggles with rotational environments. If the rotation is too fast or the radius too small, astronauts experience severe motion sickness and spatial disorientation. Research suggests that rotational rates above 4 revolutions per minute cause most people to become violently ill. Then there's the engineering nightmare of building such massive rotating structures in space. We're talking about constructing something larger than a football stadium that needs to spin continuously for years without mechanical failure. The materials, bearings, and power systems required would be monumentally complex and expensive. Current space agencies are taking baby steps toward rotational artificial gravity. NASA has proposed rotating sections for future Mars missions, where astronauts could spend part of their time in artificial gravity to maintain bone density and muscle strength. The European Space Agency is developing small rotating chambers that could provide gravity for specific activities like exercise or food preparation. Some private companies are thinking even bigger. Gateway Foundation has proposed building rotating space hotels that could house hundreds of people in Earth-like gravity. While these concepts remain largely theoretical, advances in materials science and space construction techniques are making them increasingly feasible. The psychological benefits of artificial gravity cannot be overstated. Humans evolved in Earth's gravitational field, and our entire sensory system expects up and down to have meaning. Long-term space missions to Mars or beyond will likely require some form of artificial gravity to maintain crew mental health and physical capability. Interestingly, partial gravity might be more practical than full Earth gravity. Mars has about 38% of Earth's gravity, and the Moon has only 17%. Creating artificial gravity that matches these environments could be much easier than replicating Earth conditions exactly. Looking toward the future, breakthrough technologies might eventually make Star Trek-style gravity plating possible. Theoretical concepts like manipulating electromagnetic fields or exotic matter could theoretically generate gravitational effects, but these ideas remain firmly in the realm of speculation. The reality is that artificial gravity will likely be humanity's first major step toward becoming a truly spacefaring civilization. Without it, we're limited to short missions and constant health struggles. With it, we open the door to permanent space colonies, interplanetary travel, and perhaps even journeys to other star systems. What fascinates me most is how science fiction continues to inspire real scientific progress. The rotating space stations we see in movies today might be the International Space Station of tomorrow, spinning peacefully in orbit while humans live and work in comfortable artificial gravity. So the next time you watch astronauts walking normally through their fictional spaceships, remember that this convenient plot device might not be fiction forever. The future of human space exploration depends on solving this fundamental challenge. What do you think about artificial gravity? Would you trust a rotating space station for a mission to Mars? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating explorations of science fiction versus reality. Hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest videos exploring the incredible possibilities of tomorrow's technology.